today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by John and Jennifer Wampler. They are the co-founders of Lizzy's Walk of Faith Foundation. How are you both?
We're doing good.
Doing great. Doing great. Great to be here.
Good to have you here. Okay, so give us a little background on Lizzy's Walk of Faith. Tell us the story.
So Lizzy was our daughter. She was our third child. She was 9 years old, and when she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, an aggressive bone cancer, and that was in 2016. And we helped her and took her to St. Jude, and they treated her for 15 months. And after 15 months of enduring a really rough battle of chemo and many surgeries, she did lose her life and her battle to cancer. And our world turned upside down. We got to see a lot of things that we weren't aware of in the world of pediatric cancer. And so in honor of our daughter, we started Lizzy's Walk of Faith Foundation. You can jump in anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm thinking about the best part. So Lizzy, she was just a normal 9-year-old little girl.
Yeah.
This was probably before Thanksgiving of 2016. And she loved sleepovers. She loved science. She loved slime, hip hop dancing. She loved the Running Man dance. But she loved daddy-daughter dates. And I remember Adonica taking her out. We both get all dressed up. You know, she'd get lipstick on, and you know, Jen would do her hair.
She would have a little purse.
Have a little purse, and then I would be. There's a picture of me on a knee, handing her flowers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, blushing or I don't know, doing whatever.
She's a cutie pie. She loved her brother and her sister dearly.
Very much, very much.
Yeah.
But just a normal little girl.
Yeah.
But it was when she was just kind of complaining of growing pains and limping around that we were concerned.
Yeah.
And so we just felt like we needed to get it checked out. And thankfully, Jen, she, you know, had an urgency, and we got it checked out with Dr. Adam Wheeler. And at that time, he was with Tiger Peds, and he had a sense of urgency. And one thing led to another. Things started to get more serious. Like we need to get, you know, a biopsy and X-rays. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
It was life-changing. It was altering. It was like having the rug pulled out from under you.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking about this on the way here. You know, as a mom, I felt like I was trying to put my kids in a bubble like most moms do.
Sure.
I was, you know, very health conscious, didn't buy the cleaning products with any of the chemicals, tried to buy organic as much as we could afford, did all those things. And so one of the things that really impacted me as a mom going through this was I just felt very vulnerable in the sense of like I felt like I didn't have the capability to control her atmosphere, control her outcome anymore, because I thought, well, I'm doing all these things to prevent her or any of my children or my family against cancer. Like, you know, I tried to evaluate how much sugar they consumed and did all those things. So that just took me a long time to process and to just get my grounding again of what did I do wrong? Why did my child get cancer? And not take the blame of like, was it her not her laptop, but her iPad? You know, all those things.
Yeah.
That moms battle internally when their kids go through something. So I don't know, that thought came to my mind today.
I followed you guys' story the whole time.
Yeah.
I want to say, how old would Lizzy be now?
We go through that. She'd be going into her senior year, so she'd be 17.
Yeah.
And so she passed away when she was 10. She would have been 11 her next birthday.
Yeah. I have a daughter close.
Okay.
Who just graduated, who's 18 now.
Yes.
And so it's around the same time. So obviously as a mom,
right.
You know, I watched the whole thing. You guys did a great job chronicling what was happening, like almost every step of the way.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the community felt like they were with you.
Yeah.
And really, the Lizzy's Walk of Faith, really the community, they have gotten behind this thing like crazy, right?
I would say what I love about the foundation and about our community here in Columbia is that it's just all embracing. I mean, anybody, even if they don't have a child, hearing a story of an innocent child getting such a terrible illness like this, and I had never been this close to someone with cancer, and my empathy level has really increased because it's like watching someone being tortured and suffering endlessly. The amount of pain that our daughter went through from the beginning to the very end was very hard to watch and endure. And I honestly, we created the Lizzy's Walk of Faith Facebook page. We didn't do Instagram at that time. Solely for the reason to kind of create a platform for people to pray with us. We come from Texas, we were from Springfield, Columbia, with friends from all over the nation. So we wanted to share her journey, and we felt less alone. And we were learning so much as we went in the journey of what we learned about cancer. And it was a way for us to communicate that.
You succeeded in that for sure. I still follow the page.
And Jen did a good job starting that because she was the one that wanted to chronicle and just let people know so that they could pray. And I was like, no, honey, let's keep it private. She was like, no, this is where, and I'm like,
well, listen, we've got this amazing book cover coming out. So in the time we have left, please let us know when the book is coming, where we can find it.
Okay. So that we captured the book, her story, because we did feel like there was some beautiful pieces in suffering. I think people can relate to any piece, even if it's not something they relate to cancer, but suffering in general. There's beautiful pieces of it, and we did want her story to be encapsulated. So it should be coming out in the early fall, and will be on Amazon and on our website, lizzyswalkoffaith.org.
Yes, so that is where we can find more information, lizzyswalkoffaith.org. The Facebook page is still around.
Yes.
You guys do still post from time to time.
Yes,
you guys do speaking arrangements. You are still active with St. Jude.
Yes.
See, I know all that because I've been watching this whole time. And we just appreciate your presence in this community.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting us in to what was going on with you at the time.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.